Have you ever stopped to marvel at the unusual characteristics of certain animals? Why the ostrich, which is not just any bird but the world's largest, is flightless despite its wings? Or why the cheetah, in a family of fearsome felines, exists as the only big cat that can't its might through roaring? These peculiar traits that set them apart are not mere chances, nor are they sporadic oddities. Rather, they are the results of a process that's been relentlessly operating since the dawn of time itself. Evolution. Travel with me, in your thoughts, to an era far removed from ours. Let's venture about 3.5 billion years back to a period when the Earth was still in its infancy. During this time, our planet was a volatile, seething mass, with temperatures soaring high enough to melt rocks. Its atmosphere was a chaotic swirl of poisonous gases, and life, as we understand it today, was yet to take hold. This harsh environment, as hostile as it seems, was the stage for the greatest show ever played, the birth and evolution of life. Amidst this turbulent backdrop, life sparked into existence in the simplest form possible. The first organisms to make their appearance were not multicellular giants like the dinosaurs, or even the small insects we see today. Instead, they were simple, tiny, single-celled entities, bearing a striking resemblance to everyday bacteria. Over the course of centuries, these simple organisms started to evolve, finding ways to survive in the challenging conditions. They adapted, changed, and formed alliances with each other, slowly paving the way for more complex life forms. Each step of this journey carved the path for the next, leading to the unimaginably diverse ecosystem we witness today. This journey, while complex and multi-layered, began simply. It was initiated by organisms so small you'd need a microscope to see them. Yet, their determination to survive, coupled with the unceasing wheel of evolution, transformed them into a multitude of forms, some simple, some complex, and some, such as the flightless ostrich or the silent cheetah, seemingly paradoxical. Over time, these microscopic entities started to evolve, becoming more complex and diverse. Fast forward to about 500 million years, to a time when our Earth was finding its rhythm, its unique heartbeat during the Cambrian explosion. Picture yourself standing at the cusp of an epoch, gazing at the dawn of a new era, a period unlike any other in the history of Earth. The setting could not be any more surreal. This was a stage when life on Earth, seemingly mundane and ordinary before, started an extraordinary chapter of its existence. This chapter was the Cambrian explosion, a name coined to articulate the sheer magnitude and intensity of the evolutionary changes happening. It was more than a period, it was a phenomenon, an event that forever altered the course of life on Earth. The calm and slow rhythm of evolution was replaced with a fast-paced, unprecedented burst of creativity. The species, which till now had been following a slow dance of evolution, suddenly broke into a riotous tango of transformation. Imagine a life that was primitive, simplistic, suddenly sprouting into a myriad of complex forms. This was not a mere rise of a group or two of animals. No, it was the rise of major groups of animals, creatures of all shapes, sizes, and colors, species that had never been seen before, suddenly popped into existence. The silent symphony of evolution had suddenly become a booming orchestra, playing a melody of change. The sheer speed and scale of evolution during this period was mind-boggling. The entire animal kingdom was in a hurry to evolve, to transform, to diversify. They were not just evolving, they were creating, crafting new forms, new ways of life, and new ways of survival. It was a period of unbridled creativity, a time when the rules of evolution were being rewritten. This period didn't just bear witness to the rise of major groups of animals, but also laid the groundwork for the future of life on our planet. It was a turning point in the long and winding story of life on Earth. It was the time when life's stage was set, and the curtains were raised for the grand performance of evolution. It was the time when the first notes of the symphony of life were penned down, heralding the beginning of an incredible journey of survival, adaptation, and evolution. This era saw the rise of most major groups of animals and set the stage for the future of life on our planet. The next key moment in the timeline of evolution swings us to the age of the dinosaurs, the era known as the Mesozoic, that spanned for millions of years and was punctuated by the Jurassic, Triassic, and Cretaceous periods. These were epochs that bore witness to the rise and fall of some of the most awe-inspiring creatures that ever walked the earth. These colossal creatures, the dinosaurs, reigned supreme, their might unparalleled in the annals of natural history. They, a testament to the sheer power of evolution, the result of countless millennia of genetic trial and error. Gigantic herbivores grazed placidly on the lush vegetation, while fearsome predators prowled the prehistoric landscapes in endless pursuits of survival. They were the product of nature's endless experimentation with form and function. The long-necked Brachiosaurus, the armored Triceratops, the swift and vicious Velociraptor, each creature was a marvel of bioengineering that had evolved to fill a specific niche in the complex web of life. Over the span of 160 million years, these creatures shaped the Earth, their footprints etched deep into the geological record, while their lives played out on a canvas of time so vast, it's almost beyond human comprehension. But even the mighty dinosaurs couldn't escape the inexorable force of evolution, the relentless march of time and change that ultimately determines the fate of all living things. Even the mightiest of them, the Tyrannosaurus rex, with its dagger-like teeth and terrifying roar, was not invincible. A catastrophic event, an asteroid strike that led to the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event, struck the death knell for these majestic creatures. The skies darkened, temperatures plummeted, and the world they had known and ruled forever. The once thriving landscapes turned desolate, and the dominating roar of the dinosaurs was replaced by eerie silence. They were wiped out, their reign brought to an untimely end. But, as with all things in nature, their end was not the end. Out of the ashes of their destruction, a new era began, a second act in the grand theater of evolution. A new kind of animal began to rise, timid at first, but soon to take over the world stage. A new epoch began, the age of mammals. Mammals, creatures that were once small and insignificant, evolved into a diverse group of animals that now occupy nearly every corner of the Earth. Among these mammals, a particular line of primates embarked on a unique evolutionary journey. They began to walk on two legs, their brains grew larger, and they developed the ability to manipulate their environment like never before. These primates, of course, were our ancestors. Now, evolution is not a straight line leading from A to B. It's more like a branching tree, with countless twigs and branches representing the diversity of life. It's a continuous process driven by natural selection, where organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and produce more offspring. This, in essence, is the theory of evolution proposed by Charles Darwin in the mid-19th century. To summarize, the theory of evolution is a scientific explanation for the diversity of life on Earth. It postulates that life began as simple organisms and over billions of years evolved into the complex web of life we see today. This process is driven by natural selection, where beneficial traits are passed on to succeeding generations, leading to gradual changes over time. Remember, the ostrich and the cheetah, the bacteria and the blue whale, the rose and the redwood tree. You and I, we are all part of this grand ongoing story of life's evolution. Evolution is not just a theory confined to the pages of science textbooks. It's a living, breathing process that continues to shape our world and our place within it. So the next time you marvel at a bird soaring high in the sky or a flower blooming in a meadow, remember, they are not just beautiful sights. They are the products of billions of years of evolution, a testament to the power and creativity of nature.